guys, it has been a little while since I've done any kind of home tour or anything like that. For those of you who are friends with me outside of YouTube and the website, then you'll know that the past year I went through a lot of changes, and I recently moved again, which means I've moved probably 4 times this year, if not more, and one of those times being, over 700 miles here to Albuquerque. So I went from Oklahoma to Albuquerque. I had a roommate. Things didn't work out too well, so we made our separate ways, and I ended up moving into an apartment. So I'm living here by myself. This is the first time I've ever lived on my own. I've always had either a few roommates, or I lived with my girlfriend or whatever. But yeah, this is all me, all mine, and it's really nice. But anyway, I thought I'd give you guys sort of a tour of the apartment and also show, what Halloween decorations I currently have out. So first off is my dining room, which is, as you can see, for the most part, Universal Monsters themed. Starting with some posters, and that's a little tin I purchased from Hobby Lobby. Pretty cool. Right there is just a little, I don't know what you'd call it, a TV sort of dinner tray stand. I don't know, but I use that to work on my website when I'm sitting in my recliner and I don't feel like, leaning back with my laptop. When I want to get serious, I break that thing out. There's my tripod there with my camera, and of course I have this big light here so you can sort of get an idea of what everything looks like. Without it, this is a very dark home. So I've got some posters there, some Mondo prints, and then just the Frankenstein's monster and the Dracula are simply just 24 by 36 posters I purchased from Amazon. I figured right there I was going to try and find some Wolfman stuff. And then here's a shelf. We've got some Universal Monster stuff. We've got mostly books and trinkets. Of course, I have a little Hellboy bust there. I've got a rocking chair right there. I would sit my skeleton in that, but I've been actually pulling that outside because the weather is really nice in Albuquerque right now. It's finally cooling down. It's fall. So I've been taking that outside occasionally, and I'll get on my laptop out there or just hang out there. There is some more Universal Monster stuff, and there's a whole shelf mostly filled with Universal Monster items. Here's my little Frankenstein display. And then over here, I've decided just to sort of hang my skeleton from the wall. I still have to move the Cryptocurium plaque from behind his head. But yeah, that guy is pretty beat up. He has moved quite a bit with me, so for the most part I would say he's still in pretty good condition, but as you can see, some of the paint and whatnot have chipped off of the ribs and off of the spine. There's a little shelf my mom got me from a garage sale. I sanded it down and repainted it, and I've got just mostly Universal Monster stuff up there, but a lot of just weird trinkets and bones, and there's some dirt and shot glasses, and of course got some Funko Pop stuff up there. And then I've got my plaques from the Cryptocurium right there. And I should be getting more. I missed a few Cryptocuriums, but I'm trying to work it out with the guy who runs the website, because I have paid for a few of them, but due to my negligence and moving and having to change PayPal accounts, some stuff got mixed up. Here's some more Universal Monster stuff. I've got 2 wax melter, whatever you want to call them. I've got one in here in the kitchen, and I'll show the other one out there. The other one I have is actually a cauldron, but one of them has Witch's Brew from Yankee Candle, and this one actually has Foolish Mortals from Etsy, which is a Haunted Mansion themed wax melt. So right now my entire house just kind of smells like Halloween and angel farts. It's pretty awesome. We got some more stuff over here. I apologize for the clutter. My cologne's there because usually the last thing I do before I leave is spray that on, and I'm usually standing right here before I leave. There's a Koozie, thanks to my friend Jeremy, who pointed this out to me. They actually have these at Walgreens, and they're in the Hallmark section. Well, that's just hilarious. I've been trying to cut back on energy drinks and beer, but whenever I do have one, I usually will use that. Then I have these roosters are actually my grandmother's, and this skull is actually from Disneyland from when I went when I was, geez, probably 8 or so. But it's from the Pirates of the Caribbean, I think. and it actually glows in the dark. And then of course I have a platter from Cost Plus. We'll go over some Halloween haul type stuff in a future video. I did grab quite a bit of cool stuff from Cost Plus. There's that, and then of course that big platter there. There's my little homemade Kraken lamp. I'll plug it in. So I did that when I got bored. My nice The Dead Walk poster signed by Greg Nicotero. Just some random clutter up here. And then I've got all my magnets and stickers and whatnot just sort of tossed onto the fridge. My mom came by to help me sort of get settled in. Geez, I guess 2 weekends ago. It seems like just days ago, but I guess it was 2 weekends ago. I already really miss her. I wish she could have stayed longer. But when she came over, she literally had straightened all of these up. Like, it was just like perfect and uniform. The rectangle stickers were here. The circular stickers were here. It was horrible. I had to just go and mess everything up again. I'm pretty obsessive compulsive, but when it comes to the stickers, I like them to be just sort of random and spread out. And then I'm thawing out some steaks for dinner. Let's move over here. So here is part of my little Halloween setup. It's Spooky Town, and yes, it is a little smaller than last year's setup. Unfortunately, last year I was using a bigger table. This time next year, hopefully, I'll have everything put together and I'll have a new display. I'm planning on making a brand new display because this one, as you can see, has gotten kind of beat up. You can see some of the exposed styrofoam there. But overall, I think it looks really cool still. I love my little skull mountain. And this is my favorite one right here, the Phantasm Mortuary. There's the tall man there. And then, of course, the torture chamber, which I want to say was probably the very first big one that I got. And I got that one off Craigslist. And then over here, we've got the first section of DVDs and Blu-rays and VHS tapes. There's my original Django poster. One day, hopefully, it will be signed by Franco Nero. Wishful thinking. We've got some Funko Pops. There's some Coffin box sets. The Django one is one I got for Christmas, I want to say 2 years ago. And most of this first shelf here is just separated by company. It's mostly horror, exploitation, and then spaghetti westerns. But you have Arrow, you have Shameless, you've got Scream Factory, Blue Underground, Grindhouse Releasing, who've just been knocking it out of the park time and time again with their recent releases. These three in particular, I love the packaging and the slip covers. They all come with soundtracks. Just amazing, amazing releases. Actually, does the Beyond come with the soundtrack? I can't remember. I think it does, but I can't recall. I recently ordered the Beyond LP from Mondo, and I cannot wait to get that in the mail to complete my Fulci collection for his zombie trilogy. That clutter right there is just some stuff that's on eBay. And we've got some posters there. Most of them are original. Zombie's not. Spoiler alert, I wish it was, but it's not. Then I have this end table here, which I'm not really sure what I'm doing with. Right now it just has some Halloween stuff on it, but I think I want to get the Trick or Treat Studio zombie mask and maybe have like a small zombie display there with my zombie model kit that I built and painted a few years back. And there's my sofa and some of my pillows. Hopefully I can get some more pillows from Horror Decor before the year's over. I'm probably going to toss those on my Christmas wish list and see if Mom will grab me a few of those for Christmas. And there's my TV. I recently put in my I have 5.1 sound system, which isn't really spread across the room, unfortunately, but I do live in an apartment, so I can't get too crazy, but I have speakers there, and then I have a speaker back there, and then back over there in the corner. Here is my Texas Chainsaw Massacre section of my house. I've got the original video release poster, then I've got McFarlane's 18-inch figure, and some of the NECA stuff, and even a Mezco one right there. And there's some dirt from the cemetery, Baghdad Cemetery. I went there a few years back when I was in Austin. There's the German release, Chainsaw Edition. Got a record player, and There's soundtracks and Ernest Tubb. That's mostly what makes up my record collection. I've got a Those Poor Bastards record as well, and also a Slim Cessna record. Let me see if I can find that one real quick, because it's my most recent pride and joy, because I actually got it signed by the band. And I've got another Slim Cessna thing I'll show here in just a moment, and we'll talk about them, because I'm actually going to go see them here pretty soon. Fingers crossed. More DVDs, Blu-rays, steelbooks, horror, and media books, and there's some documentaries down at the end. And I have a small section of spaghetti westerns, which I'll probably end up moving to that shelf over there. So, moving on, we've got Horror Hound magazine. This is my favorite cover they've done. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so I had to put that in a frame. There's my signed Slim Cessna's Auto Club poster. This is from the Mercury Lounge in Tulsa. One of the people that worked there was nice enough to give me this because I came from Albuquerque. Really cool. There's some Ernest Tubb photographs. There's a signed Ernest Tubb folio. Folios were released a long time ago, and they basically have a collection of lyrics and music. And then there's a signed Ernest Tubb record. It's actually signed on the back, but I picked that one up at a Half Price Books when I was in Dallas. And Slim Cessna's Auto Club, I really have to say, if you have a chance to catch these guys live, do it, even if you have to travel. I've seen Pantera, I've seen Gwar, 6 Feet Under, I've seen Hank 3, Scott Byram. I've seen a whole lot of artists ranging from metal to country. Hell, I even saw Ashley Simpson. It's a long story, please don't judge me. It was a terrible concert. I've seen a lot of people live, and I have to say, they put on one of the best live shows you will ever see. It's great, and I saw them twice, 2 weekends in a row, and it was exactly what I needed to sort of get myself out of this awful funk that I was in. Here's the bathroom, and I've got one poster there. We'll walk into the actual bathroom, because I do have some Halloween decorations up in here. I picked up some blood splatter stickers from Target, and these actually, honestly, probably stay up year-round. I don't know yet. But I thought they were kind of cool. So if you use my bathroom, please don't shit, and also beware of the fake blood splatter. And then right over here, I've got a few more 11 by 17 posters. And that Frankenhooker one was done by an artist in Oklahoma. My bathroom's kind of messy here. Please don't judge. And then there's an Astro Zombies hat. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you're ever in Albuquerque, be sure to go down Central. That's sort of where all the touristy areas are. Most of the stuff in Central will cost you an arm and a leg, but there are some really cool stores there. One of them is Astro Zombies, and then right next to Astro Zombies is a place I believe is called Mask Moss or something like that. But it's right next door, and they have really cool stuff, so you can't go wrong. Astro Zombies is an amazing store. If you're into horror and punk music and comics, get your ass there. So here's my bedroom. Got one shelf there. We've got Hellboy. We've got mostly Romero zombies. We have an Evil Dead display. Down here we have some of the retro figures. We've got a little Halloween display there with Sam and Captain Spaulding. And in the background you have Pumpkin King from Nightmare Before Christmas. Not the biggest fan of that movie. To me it's more of a Christmas movie, but I do like the look of that character. Down here we have Friday the 13th. We've got some Nightmare on Elm Street stuff, Exorcist. There's Reagan from NECA. They released that a few years back. Below there, more Friday the 13th, more Freddy. Then we have a little superhero section from some stuff from Marvel. Down below there, some Aliens and some Predator stuff. There's Planet of the Apes stuff behind them. Then we've got a few jars of dirt and just some random clutter. The dirt's actually from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre filming location, and also from a filming location from the Beyond, which I've got a video I've been meaning to edit since this time last year. That will be up. I've waited so long, it's just going to have to be a Halloween video. In fact, this is sort of going to be a Halloween video too, since I technically did show some Halloween stuff, so I'm cheating, but whatever. One more shelf there, another small Chainsaw Massacre display. We've got some Turtles there, some Funko Pop. Coffin Joe poster, Halloween 4. Not the biggest fan of that film, but I do like the poster, and it was dirt cheap at Fright Rags. There's a signed tie poster from Day of the Dead, signed by Romero and Savini. Over here we have an original Zombie Holocaust poster from Germany. Got that one a few years back for Christmas. Over here I used some more stickers from Target to put around this Dracula display stand that I have. So I think that looks pretty cool. It might, cock block me, but whatever. I think if you made it this far, and if you made it to the bathroom, and you're going to come in the bedroom, you're probably going to put out, and if not, well, I've got a Goose Mouse board game. Yeah, that's what we'll play. So this is a really cool board game. I've been wanting to make a video playing this for a while, and hopefully I've got a friend here, and she's got some friends, and so maybe I can actually get people together and do a video of us playing this game. If you played this game when you were a kid, you probably had a pretty good childhood, unless every time you missed a turn, your dad put cigarettes on your face. In that case, maybe it wasn't that great, but you still played the Goosebumps game, right? So it had to be kind of cool. So yeah, Goosebumps, terrible jokes. There are some CEDs, there's Dancing Groot, there's some money there. Don't mind that. I'm not turning tricks, that'd be awkward. I just haven't went to the bank yet. And we've got more books, and I want to say that's pretty much it. There's my computer. But yeah, oh, and there's my cat making an appearance. Here's a hamper, fancy hamper. Even has a handle and wheels, right? I'm living the dream, folks. So that about does it for this video. If you have any questions about anything you've seen, if you want me to review something you saw, leave a comment down below, let me know. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope everyone's had a great October so far, and I hope to get some more Halloween content up shortly.